The term military analyst is not a legally protected term. It's not like doctor. It's more like economist. You know, any asshole can start calling themselves one and fart out a vaguely plausible opinion on the current situation.
Good morning, children. It's not going to be a long video. It's just kind of a fact. Gold has reached a record. Never paid attention to gold. Could never afford it. Still don't want to afford it. I like silver. I know gold probably has outperformed silver. But anyway, gold, it reached a new level. Silver is at $48 an ounce. A friend of mine owns a lot more silver than me. Hey, have you seen silver? I'm like, no. That's mine. I buy it. You know when I'm going to worry about the price of anything I own? When I got to sell it when I'm retired. That's when I'm going to worry about it. The irony is I studied finance and investing so much. And like, manage your investment. I was like, nope, don't have time. Managing your finances is work. You want, and as long as you got enough, I know it sounds weird coming from a finance guy. Once it reaches a certain point, it doesn't matter what it does. As long as it doesn't go below that point, it doesn't matter. You got enough to last you until you're dead. And once I applied that minimalist philosophy, it's like, yeah, here's the index. Here's a little bit of global diversification. All right, I'll go buy H&R Block or a company with a low PE ratio because there's that fundamental investor in me still. More to watch it and have fun with it. But I don't watch it. I just like, oh, don't you pay attention to the market? No, I don't control it. I will go hiking instead. Every maybe quarter I look. Oh, is that what it is? If the stock, if I hear the market crashes, like it goes down by 10%, which happened a couple times in the past several years. Well, okay, now I buy. Now I make my IRA contribution. Now I expend the funds. But I don't pay attention. And so, but here's news to me. Gold surges past 4,000 an ounce as uncertainty fuels the rally. Problem number one, this is from the BBC, and problem number two, it's written by Osman Shia and Faisal Islam. I'm sorry, I'm not. The BBC is biased leftist shit. Are you going to report the news? Or is it going to be so Donald Trump's a bad guy? That's what I'm worried about. The price of gold is at a high record of more than $4,000 or 3,000 pounds. As announced, as investors look for safe places to put their money over concerns about economic and political uncertainty around the world. Gold has seen its biggest rally since the 1970s, rising by around a third since April when the U.S. President Donald Trump announced tariffs which have upset global trade. I'm going to press D for doubt on these tariffs. Those are the two. I'm not saying they don't have an effect, right? But boy, you media people and corporations, why are you laying people off? Economic factors. Why are you increasing prices? Tariffs and economic factors, economic environment. Like, it just sounds like a reason for you to increase prices. Analysts say another issue worrying investors is delays in the release of key economic data as the U.S. government shutdown enters its second week. Okay, that's true. Gold is seen as a so-called safe haven investment, which is expected to retain or increase its value during times of market turbulence or economic turndowns. Now, here's what's funny. I should have looked this up first. That's the paper price of gold. What is physical premium of gold? Physical premium per ounce for gold. Because I know silver, you got to pay a physical premium. And it's not small. Range from 1 to 15 or more over the spot price. This is AI. What is the average premium on an ounce of gold? How much is gold physical per ounce? Okay, well, it's at 4,055. That's not telling me what I need to know. I know on silver, it could be $3 to $4. That's like 10%, 12, 15%. So physical premium, yeah, 15%, yeah. So let's do the mathy math. 1 let's just call it 11 times 11% premium on 4055. So when you actually own the gold, not you goofball, this bank over here says I have a right to this gold. Let me know when the number of ounces in the vaults equals the number of claims on paper claiming that gold ownership. So it's more like 4,500 an ounce for gold. And then silver, let's do that. Times 1.11. Oh, I did that wrong. 48. What is a physical piece of physical is $53. Holy shit. That's what the real price is. I know you fin bros. I know you corporal bros. Dude, bro, so 40, 55. No, that's for you. That's for you people who invest in AI in a company that makes no money. That's for you guys, like price to sales, bro. Someone did that analysis a long time ago. Like how many actual physical, one, how many contracts, how many paper ounces of gold are out there? How many contracts are out there saying, yep, you own an ounce of gold, versus how much gold was actually there? Maybe it was silver. And they're saying like, yeah, there's nowhere near the amount of physical gold and silver to honor all the contracts written on it. I'm like, oh, fractional reserve precious metals, huh? Bro. At the same time, the Bank of England has warned the value of AI tech companies appeared stretched with a rising risk of sharp correction to financial markets. Wait, whoa. BBC, how dare you, sirs and madams? How dare you report something sensible or factual like that? You are to make number go up. Don't you dare question the wisdom of Western investors throwing trillions of dollars at companies and industries that don't make a profit. How dare you, sir? Do you not know the American way of investing? Hang on. I got to know. Hang on. How much have we spent? How much has been spent on AI investments? I should probably say in total. Total of 750 billion. And not a fucking penny. Not a fucking penny of profit. I'm not for bailing out student loans, right? I'm not for bailing them out. However, if it's let's just burn money on what's an acronym and a catchphrase, AI bro, DEI bro, ESG bro, carbon footprint bro, just-in-time inventory bro, a fucking catchphrase of 102 MBA IQ fuckwits. I'd rather, I know it goes against everything, but I'd rather, bail them out half, right? If it comes to just burning money, right? You guys are just burning money, 750 billion. Why not? Look, if the private sector is going to do that, why don't we just bail them out half? Okay. At least some good would come of it. Now the BBC. You guys are worried about it now, huh? Hang on, I gotta get this. This will make noise. You're worried about it now. This circus, and that's what it is, whether it's gold or silver, physical own or not, AI or .coms or housing bubble, bro. I hope you young kids, all right, you younger people, by kids, I mean people under 40. I hope you realize that none of these people know what the fuck they're doing. These investors, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And that the key to having good finances is to spend less than you make, be a minimalist. Ideally, depending on your position in life, get a house that you're only going to buy one house and you're going to live there forever. And you pay it off and you only have to pay insurance and property taxes. And to invest in a well-diversified portfolio and not chase current thing. These fuckwits. I used to, when I was younger, I mean, I was in my younger 20s, I used to think, oh, boy, the people who watch CNBC are very intelligent. Oh, my God, there's that. And then, you know what I found out? It is no different than watching a pre or post-game sports ball show. That's all CNBC and any other kind of analysis show is. It's ESPN or Sports Center, but for the financial markets. No one knows what the fuck is going on. Invest in a good degree or a trade or a skill. Spend less than you make. Don't have kids you can't afford. If you're a guy, don't get married. If you're a girl, do get married. Okay, because different outcomes. and that's about it. It's about it. And you're going to do better than all these idiots. Shares markets in the US, UK, and Europe have hit record highs recently as investors try to benefit from a rally in tech companies. A correction would be defined as a fall in these indices of more than 10%. The price of spot gold, the real-time market value of the precious metals for immediate delivery, rose to more than 4,036 an ounce on Wednesday afternoon in Asia. Gold futures, which serve as a gauge of market sentiment, reached the same level on the 7th of October. Futures are agreements to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined date in the future. The U.S. government shutdown, which should actually drive the U.S. dollar up, which triggered by repeat impasses over public spending, is a tailwind for gold prices. As OCBC's Christopher Wong, who's the Singapore-based market rates strategist. Investors have turned to safe haven assets like gold during previous U.S. government shutdowns. It rose nearly 4% during the month-long shutdown in Trump's first term in the White House, but gold prices could fall under shutdown, so investors expected. Gold unprecedented rally in the past month has surpassed analysts' expectations. Yeah, it's up. What is it, 40%? He added that the rise is also tied to the weakening U.S. dollar. Wait a minute. Do we have a real economist here? Wait, sir. Are you stealing my... Sir, how dare you steal my thunder, sir? How dare you be as smart as me? Who the hell are you saying facts and truths? How dare you, sir? Heng Kun Hao. That's the guy. Okay. Thank you, Heng. This guy I would listen to. And more non-professional buyers known as retail investors purchasing gold. Yeah, see, let's go look up. God, this reminds me so much of the aughts now, the 2004s, the 2005s. Let's look up the M2 money supply. M2 money supply. I don't even have to go to the Fred database. I can just type it in. MS. M2 money supply. What's happened in the money supply? Oh my God, look. Where did it stop? Since December of 2023, it's gone up about 10%. It's gone up. Let's do the M1 money supply. What's the M1 money supply? Depending on which variant of money supply you'd like to measure. The M1, oh, that's not up as much. That's only up about 3%. Do they do M3? I wonder if they do M3. Do they do M3? Do they stop this? Yeah, they stopped that. Oh, wait, M3. Here we go. Did they stop measuring it? Yep, they stopped measuring it. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, you see, sit down, this is crazy. See, there's only a certain amount of assets and new production in any economy, right? There's only a certain amount of wealth you can buy, and the new wealth, which is called GDP, that's what we produce annually to contribute to the total pot of wealth and things and stuff you can buy, right? In other words, I'm saying at any given moment in time, there's only a certain amount of stuff you can buy with a certain currency, right? Dollars buy American shit. Yen buys Japanese shit. Pesos buy Mexican shit, right? And so that currency can only buy that amount of shit. I'm ignoring dollarization of foreign economies. And so if you print off more money, that doesn't mean there's more sorry, millennials. I'm sorry. I know you wanted money printer go burr. And we'll just borrow money and we'll do that. Lower the reserve requirement ratio. Magic. We're going to finally turn economic lead into economic gold by pulling this lever here and lowering rates there and changing the reserve requirement ratio and Obamacare. And that's how we're going to have higher standards of living. No, all you did was print off more money and you didn't make more shit, particularly housing, all you college-educated idiots. Wow, are you saying when 70% of your population went to college and learned bullshit? Hate white male studies, hate Ronald Reagan studies, and no one became carpenters, that the supply of housing did not increase? And so you printed off more money, also under Trump, by the way, during the disease. Y'all like them stimmy checks, right? Y'all like them stimmy checks. So we made more money, but the amount of stuff to buy with it didn't go up. And now you're wondering why the dollar per amount of stuff, called the price, has gone up, that you can't afford it no more with your fucking political science degree. I shouldn't have to argue this, right? Don't you think with all the college education and K through 12, like y'all should know we can't put off more money? DuckTales did a video of this. They did a cartoon 30 years ago in the 90s where Scrooge McDuck taught his nephews you can't just print off more money because it causes inflation. That was Disney before they became rabid socialist fuckwits wanting to touch your children. But it's Disney. Oh my God, sit down in front of this. And yeah, gold is gold, right? Now there's supply of gold that goes up and down too. There's its own market unto itself. But generally speaking, gold and silver are the ones that have intrinsic value, among other kind of semi-pure. Copper, one could make an argument that has an intrinsic value as well, because there's stuff you can use it for. Why are gold and silver so precious and valuable? Well, they're rare. They have the traits of money. They're divisible. They don't decay over time. And oh yeah, you could get laid with them by buying jewelry, creating jewelry. There is another little intrigue. I'm a better and more fun economist than well, you see, they're divisible. They don't decay over time. Whoa, interesting. They're rare. They're not all over the place. And it helps you get laid. The pearl clutching economist. Oh my God, he's talking about sex as a commodity or a currency. Stop him. It's true. You think all those buildings and highways and infrastructure built itself because men weren't getting laid? You want to know what the real currency is? Go read some more Oprah. Go over there. Go be fat. Go just be quiet. Anyway, you just printed off more money. Gold is not going up in value, although it probably is going up more than, if we were to be honest about it, the M2 money supply only went up about, 10%, I said, right? Gold's gone up 40%. So I guess in a real sense, it's exceeded inflation. But no, in general, gold, silver, some precious metal or industrial metal reach new highs. If there isn't an industrial call for that, that's not that gold or the silver going up in value. That's the dollar going down in value, or the pound, or whatever you low IQ central banking fuckwits with your PhDs. Well, we can print off more money, but this time it won't cause inflation. Why? Because Paul Krugman said so. He has a Clark medal, Oh, did we find a way to finally turn lead into gold? Oh, this time it'll work. Why is it so expensive? I can't afford gas. Print off more money. I'll solve the problem. Oh, it is. It's like talking to a fat person. Like, look, you need to lose weight and for a whole host of reasons. Your health, heart, stroke, you'll feel better. Your mental health, you'll get laid. But I'm sad. I'm going to eat more. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm tired of trying to explain to lazy, low IQ people, and we're talking first world people who went to college, right? The most educated generation. I'm done explaining very simple third grade logic to you. Not my audience. You guys know it. I'm pointing at the stupid people, the normies, who still don't understand why rent is so damn high. And it's so stupid. They blame it on politicians, which in a roundabout way, yes, they affected the policies and I guess in a certain way. But guys, at the end of the day, you voted for free shit paid for with printed off money or borrowed money, which kind of has the same effect because it's, well, we don't have money now, but we're going to issue bonds and print off money, which is still printing off money to buy it. And then, oh, look, we spend the money now. But in the future, meaning our children, meaning we're all boomers, are going to pay for it so we can have our stuff now. It's not. We didn't print off the money. See, we issued a bond. See, we issued a bond. That makes it not money. See, you stupid person. You probably went to the Austrian School of Economics. Our Lord and Savior, John Maynard Keynes, said the magic words, multiplier effect. There. So that's every economist today ever. You just say, yeah, but multiplier effect. Yeah, but multiplier effect. Excuse me, I thought I said multiplier effect, and then girlfriend. That's every economist right now today. Same fuckwits that are on CNBC. Oh, you see. Although current surge of gold prices have been triggered by short-term uncertainty, the overall strength of gold is largely the result of central banks buying it as a strategic move away from U.S. treasuries and over-reliance on the strength of the dollar. That was my plan. If I was ever to put in charge of the United States, I would secretly have agents go up and buy all the gold and precious metals, not to mention take positions in stakes and high dividend stocks and industries. And then I would print off a shit ton of US dollars, monetize the debt. And I'd say, oh my God, look at all these tangible assets the federal government happens to own. They've gone up in value. Sell them, make the profit, get the country back into balance. Yes, by fucking over global investors. Yes, by manipulating the markets. That was my plan. But you guys are, wait a minute. Central banks are buying tangible assets? The fuck is wrong with you? Next thing you're going to say is women ought to lose weight so that they motivate their men to increase labor force participation among men and GDP. What the fuck are you doing? That almost makes sense. Are you being empirical? Why can't you just make money printer go burr? Lower the reserve requirement ratio. Lower the interest rates. Fucking might as well be wearing a wizard hats or witch hat with your fucking crystal ball. Holy shit. Central banks have collectively bought more than 1,000 tons of gold each since the year of 2022, up from 481 tons a year. So, okay, is this anywhere near 1,000 tons? That's not enough. 1,000 tons. 1,000 tons. How many ounces in a tons? How many ounces in a ton? 32,000. All right, so we take 32,000, 1,000 times 32,000, 3 times 4,000, 3. That should give us the total global. And here it is. I believe global GDP is 300 trillion, or is that global wealth? Don't do the, okay, that is 1,000, 123 million. No. 123 billion. Did I do that? 1,000 tons times 32,000 ounces per times 4,000. That is 1,000 million. 128 billion. Whoa, look out! That drove it up to four grand. Hang on. Global GDP. 85 trillion. Okay, so total wealth, I think, is 300 trillion. 85 trillion. Oh, whoa. 128 billion on 86 trillion dollars. Look out. You sure shored up your currencies. If you're a smaller country like Turkey, they mentioned Turkey. Yeah, I could see that, right? You don't have that much of GDP to shore up. Poland, Turkey, India, Azerbaijan, and China were among the leading buyers last year. Okay, China, they have to buy a lot, but Poland, Turkey, India's a big economy. And Azerbaijan, if they were the lead buyers, they did. Whoever's in charge of Poland, God bless you. You guys are making a lot of smart moves. Not everyone investing in gold buys physical precious metals. Some investors put their money into financial products such as exchange-traded funds, which are backed by gold. A record $64 billion has been invested in gold ETFs so far, according to the World Trade Council. Raised interest rates to curb inflation. Wow, look at that. If you bought in 2022 at 1,600 an ounce, you'd be sitting pretty right now. Undermineability, the president. Meanwhile, Trump has ramped up pressure on the Fed, publicly criticizing Mr. Powell for not cutting rates quickly enough and attempting to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook. President's targeting of the Fed can undermine the confidence of its ability to act as a credible inflation targeting central bank. Wait, the Federal Reserve. Never mind. I'm done. I don't care. I'm going hiking today. I have my precious metals. I have my guns. I have minimalism. I don't care what you fuckwits do anymore. I know this sounds stupid. I've been thinking, like, what's the shelf life of different things, right? What if you want to just hear me out on this. If you want to hedge against inflation, like, does toothpaste ever expire, right? Like, what if I just bought a supply of toothpaste in $20-$25? Then I don't gotta worry about toothpaste no more. What if I bought, melatonin pills? Those melatonin pills, do they go bad? Like, if the shelf life of different things lasts forever, like, you could stock up on them now. Dentists don't have to worry about this because dentists just increase the prices with inflation. CPAs don't worry. They just jack up their prices to keep up with inflation. But I don't have the indispensable skill. I have no skills whatsoever. Well, I got skills, but I'm not paid for them because people want number go up. They want, fundamentals. Shut the fuck up with your PE and price to cash flow, bro. It's EBITDA, bro. EBITDA, said the small penis man. EBITDA. Oh, I see your wife is not satisfied. Okay, good to know. What's your wife doing later? She hot? Let me know. I heard you say EBITDA. So I heard your husband said EBITDA. How you doing? Oh, God. As it gains important central bank concerns, global tariff war adding over the credibility of the Fed. The UK central bank is worried about the credibility of the Fed. Get fucked. Get fucked. Why don't you go pay your population not to work more? God. AI warning. Just seeing what they're saying. A number of measures, equity market valuations, artificial intelligence. You're worried about AI collapsing? A stock market crash would be the best thing for young people today. One, because they don't own stocks, and two, it makes stocks a lot cheaper for them. And by stocks, I mean retirement. The best thing to happen to young people is a housing crash and a stock market crash. But bro, that means the economy's in bad shape. Kids aren't getting jobs anyway because you corporals keep outsourcing everything. Oh, AI. So right now, every young person should be cheering for a collapse in housing prices and stock prices. And I'm right there with you because I want cheaper stock prices too. I'm not retiring yet, which I'll be that old boomer. I got to get rid of Social Security. These dag-nabbit old people. Am I going to be referring to 98-year-olds as boomers? Oh, those damn boomers. I'm going to be 73. And those damn boomers. All 5 of them that are alive and left. They're taking my money. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, Chad's not feeling too well. Where's Chad? Let's get Chad in here. Vlad Elkins is in the house. He is sick. He was going to do... we were going to do a podcast, but he was sick. Where is Chad? $50 in the house. Plains Warrior. Chad, sometimes Clary gets a bit. Chad needs an Enrique. Only gun guys have to. All right, get well to Chad. Let's go to the super chats. Plop, plop, 1,000 yen. De-inshitification funds. Thank you very much. Where does today's super chat money goes to gas? Because I'm going to drive out and go hike kind of in the middle of nowhere of the Black Hills. I'm going to hit these. It's called the Ditch Trail. It's not one trail. It's a trail system for fat people. And what I mean by that is they use their four-wheelers, off-road vehicles. There's a lot of basically forest roads, dirt roads, and people hop on their four-wheelers and they put beer in it and they blast their 80s rock, classic rock, Ozzy Osbourne type of fucking shit. Hey, Mama, I'm coming home. That shit. That fucking shit. Yeah, so those people are fat now, and they ride around in their gas-powered vehicles. Many old times, I've been the only guy hiking on them roads, and I gotta like get out of their way because they're coming down the hill. So I think those are and there's one route I'm gonna take. It looks like it goes up on a hill. That's where today's money goes. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. If you'd like to learn about practical economics so you don't give a fuck what happens to stock markets, why don't you get my book, Bachelor Pad Economics, the Financial Advice Bible for Men and Women who are bold enough to read it. It teaches you how to not be poor. There, that's basically it. It's about yay. Why, I got a copy of it right here. Show it here right here. Look how thick this is. See how thick that is? You don't have to read it. You don't read it all the way through. You look at the table of contents and say, oh, I'm about to go to college. I should read the chapter on education. Or, oh, I'm about to get divorced. I should read the chapter on women. You should read the chapter on women before you get married and divorced. It's just my advice, but you guys do you. All right, see you guys later, Toodles.